What's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome back to another video. Today I am in Santa Cruz de la Sierra, also just known as Santa Cruz. After being here in Bolivia for a few weeks now, I've finally made it to what is actually the biggest and most commercialized city here in Bolivia. And it's pretty obvious that's the case when I walk around here. The area I'm staying in is Equatrol, but look, they got a Nike store here, Papa John's. These are the biggest buildings I've seen being in Bolivia. So it's definitely quite an adjustment to what I'm used to seeing while being here. And it's kind of nice, a good change of scenery and everything, being in a bigger city compared to being in like the countryside areas. So I got here this morning because I took another night bus. Night buses kind of seem to be the way to get around Bolivia. By no means the most enjoyable experience, but sometimes it's got to be done to save quite a lot of money because flights around this country are so expensive, it's crazy. But yeah, after being on that bus for about 12 hours in total, we made it in one piece, and I'm happy to be here. It's gonna be fun exploring this area for the next couple days, a week or so. While I was in Sucre and even in La Paz, I talked to some locals, and overall I got mixed opinions on if I should really come here or not. A lot of people were saying it's not worth it. A lot of people were saying it is worth it. But nonetheless, we had to come here for ourselves and get our own experiences and decide by the end of it. So through watching my videos, hopefully you guys can come to a conclusion if you are thinking about coming here yourself. But yeah, we're just getting started, and it's quite a switch up pace-wise compared to where I've been. And I'm excited. It's always fun coming to a new place, not knowing anything at all about the place, and just kind of going with the flow. In today's video, like I said, I am currently in the Equatrol area, and that kind of seems to be the best spot to stay. I got some recommendations from my local friends, and they said to stay here, so I'm staying here. But we're gonna actually head to the main Plaza area today, Sunday today, so I didn't know what was gonna be open, what wasn't. But I know there's probably gonna be a ton of locals just hanging out at the Plaza, and it's one of the more popular things to go to see. I know there's like a cathedral there, I think, and some other stuff. So we'll just go check out that area because, again, I haven't seen any of the city yet. And I know it's a pretty big city, but I feel like it's a good way to get introduced. So we're gonna start making our way there now and just kind of see what we're working with as we walk down this Equatrol area and into the more center area of the city. Okay, so I'm walking down San Martin Avenue right now, which is the main street that goes through Equatrol. And I'm beginning to understand why my friend told me to stay here. There's so many different clubs, bars, restaurants that run down this street. I would say it's probably definitely the hot spot here in Santa Cruz. Of course, I don't know that for sure because I've only been here for like a couple hours. But check this out. It's the first time I've ever seen a Bitcoin exchange ATM area. Like, what? They got everything here, more than what I would find in like the US. It's crazy. And with that being said, if I was dropped in this city without knowing what country I'm in, I would have no idea I'm in Bolivia. Besides the few like Bolivian flags I've seen, this doesn't look anything like any other part of Bolivia I've been to, which is so crazy because Bolivia has like everything. It has the beautiful nature, and then they still have the big city life. We'll see how big that city life is, but just off first impressions, I'm quite amazed. All right, we've been walking for a bit, but now we're in Cristobal de Mendoza Avenue. And we found where most of the car dealerships are, it looks like. And I don't know if it's just me or what's going on, but the amount of mosquitoes there are here is insane. I guess it is more of a humid environment, so they thrive in this area, but I am getting bitten up. I'm hoping I'm not catching yellow fever or something, but no, this city is massive, and we're about halfway towards where we need to go, which is the Plaza. But I think in total, it's about a 45-minute walk from Equatrol to the Plaza area, so let's keep heading that way. This is kind of a cool area though. It's nice and open. You can see a little bit of everything from here. And something I'm beginning to see as I'm getting on these busier roads, it's reminding me I'm in Bolivia, is all the taxis and all the buses. There's tons of them just like there are in La Paz and in Sucre and all parts of Bolivia, that is. And whoa, I've just been walking down the same road and all of a sudden it's just gone completely silent. Not even a 5-minute walk from where I just was. So it's complete opposite. It's chaos over there. All right, I think we have made it to the main plaza. Not quite what I was expecting. Look at how green it is. Not very busy at all though. Let's check it out a little bit. I got some shoe cleaners set up here and tons of benches just to hang out with a little statue in the middle here. Not quite what I was expecting. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more similar to Sucre's plaza, but I guess because that city is a little smaller, everyone kind of hangs out there versus the city's so big, people are a little bit more spread out. Also maybe because it is Sunday, maybe less people come here, I don't know. Maybe we'll come back here tomorrow or later in the week to see how it differs. But they still got some, looks like ice cream guys out here. Like I said, the shoe polishers, they're everywhere. But other than that, those are the main vendors I'm seeing. I was expecting more vendors as well, like orange juice vendors or something. But nonetheless, still a cool plaza area. And then, of course, over here is where the cathedral is. Look at how crazy this building is. You can go inside, so might as well go check it out while I'm here. Oh, it looks like they're actually holding a service in there right now. Of course, it's Sunday, so that makes a lot of sense. But still, we'll go up there, check it out a bit. See the locals in their church. Look how beautiful it is. Beautifully sunny day, too. We won't go inside just because I don't want to interrupt on that, but what a cool area this is. I think the majority of people in Bolivia and here in Santa Cruz are Catholic, so of course most people are going to church today here on a Sunday. We'll check out the rest of this area though. They got a Starbucks coffee over there and a ton of other food places, beautiful palm trees. With all this greenery though, it really makes you feel just totally immersed in nature here, which I didn't really get that vibe at the other plazas in the other cities I've been to. It does surprise me too just how many locals will just come here and sit on a bench. It's really cool. They're just living in the moment. Maybe I'm just not being aware of it, but I never really saw that in any other countries I've gone to, or even in the US. But every city I've been to here in Bolivia that has a main plaza like this, there's tons of people just sitting on benches, not even eating anything or drinking anything, just soaking up the moment. It's kind of cool to see. Look at this guy I found. Can sit next to him. Me and Raul here, just hanging out, enjoying life. And here we got the ice cream woman coming by. I just missed her. This guy's got some type of juice or something. So there definitely is still vendors here, just not as many as I was expecting. I thought there was gonna be a ton of people here, a ton of vendors. Again, it's Sunday, but I don't know. I just expected a little bit more. What else are people doing on Sunday? But I guess they are in church. All right, we walked around just about the whole plaza area, and I'm seeing this green and white flag everywhere. And I was quite confused at first because I didn't really know why. I know this flag is Nigeria's flag, but I guess it's also the flag for the Department of Santa Cruz. So it's their way of representing the Santa Cruz area outside of just the Bolivia flag. Just like in the US, there's flags for states and stuff. It's similar here. And while I'm saying that, look at this guy over here. Look at how many balloons he is holding. He's gonna fly away with that many. That's crazy. I'm seeing a ton of locals walking up and down through here, so let's go check out what's over here. Okay, so I walked just around the corner next to the cathedral here, and there's like a little market popped up here with tons of people selling stuff. Would have never known it existed if I didn't walk around the corner here. It's kind of hidden. It's like a little farmer's market almost. It's got plants, jewelry, but they also got honey, milk, a little bit of everything. Some locals eating some snacks here. Empanadas. Totally just stumbled upon this place. And as you guys see, all of the stands are that green color, just like the flag. Green and white, the two colors that symbolize Santa Cruz. I'm glad I stumbled upon this place. But let's head back to the plaza. We'll wrap up the video there. Almost forgot to tell you guys what the name of this plaza is. It's Plaza Metropolitana 24 de Septiembre. And it's specifically named after that date, September 24th, because that's the date, I guess, Santa Cruz got its independence from the Spanish. And because this is the main center area of Santa Cruz, they named it that, which I noticed seemed to be a common thing I see, is they name these special places after a specific date, whether it's Independence Day or something else, so they can remember that. And the statue in the middle, I guess, is of Ignacio Warnes. He is one of the most important Bolivian independence heroes from what I've read online. Getting a little bit of history on this place, it's cool to understand why it is what it is and why it's named what it is. But with that being said, I think we've seen enough of the area. Again, not too much going on, but still nonetheless very cool to check it out. So with that being said, I think we'll wrap up the video there. Let's get in the first introduction of Santa Cruz de la Sierra, and I'm enjoying it so far. You know, it's quite a bit of a change from the other cities I've been to in Bolivia, But over the next couple days, we're gonna be exploring it, checking out some of the most popular areas, and I'm gonna be having several videos while I'm here. So be on the lookout for those. If you guys have any recommendations, whether it's things to do, things to try, anything, throw them my way. I'll be sure to try to do them. But for now, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.